Hello guys, welcome on the third episode of Raf's Kitchen Garden. Today we're gonna try to take care of the compost, as I just realized that autumn is coming and I have no compost at all. I have place for that, but it's full of trash, plastic bags and anything, literally anything you can find here. So let me show you. Here is the first compost bin. A bunch of plastic bags, some weeds, everything. There is another one here. So I guess the idea will be that we have one compost pile which will be almost ready. We store it here, and another one will be the fresh compost pile, which will take longer to decompose, although we will see how it goes. I've noticed that there is a lot of compost in the front gate of the allotment, so it would be good if I could get rid of some of this stuff from that compartment, eventually put it over there or throw it away, because I don't even know if anything can be used from here. And then what I'm gonna do, using my wheelbarrow, which is not very good shape, I'll try to haul as much compost as I can and put it there, so it can't wait for the autumn. And in autumn we will throw it on the field, which still doesn't look like much. Well, but the idea is that today I will try to cut as much grass as I can. The first thing, to get rid of all these things from here and prepare it for the new compost pile. If you ever see roots like this or leaves like that, this is called blindweed, and it will grow under the sheet mulch. If you put any plastic sheets, it will grow underneath, and it seems that it grows. It's basically the compost pile is full of it. So I wonder if I wouldn't be better just getting rid of it, removing all this pile. I wonder if I wouldn't be better just removing everything from there, throw it on the unused plot over here, and start the whole compost pile from the beginning, as there is not much useful stuff in there, to be honest. So the compost bin is clear. All the non-organic things I found, I throw on this pile here. And this is unfortunately true when you take the new plot. Usually people use it as a dump, and they will throw anything they don't need on your plot, because it's easier that way, I guess, but not much you can do about it. Good news is, once you take over the plot, no one's gonna do it anymore. Anyway, now the plan is I will use this rusted wheelbarrow, try to get some compost which is dumped near the front gate, and we will see how it goes. I hope I will get at least 3 wheelbarrows to get my compost started, as I will need a lot of it and I haven't got anything at the moment. So let's do it. So at the top we have grass clippings, down there quite nicely decomposed mulch. This might be my horse manure. Yeah, I might even find some horse manure. So, you know, all these brown dry twigs and leaves, add to it some horse manure and grass, which will provide nitrogen and start decomposing those brown things. All together they should create really nice mulch, something that I can put on the top of my soil. You know, if I will get at least few inches of it, which is not possible, but even few inches of it, and maybe newspaper underneath, and I can smother all the, well, most of the weeds at least. And at the same time I can create some soil life and add few nutrients. Although we will see how it's going to be with nutrients. You know, I'm planning to do some soil tests later on. As with nutrients, you know, vegetables are so demanding that I will definitely need to buy something, or definitely organic, but I will have to buy some fertilizer at some point, I believe. Okay, so what I decided to do is mix both together, and then I will just dump it all over here. So when you create a compost pile, it's also important to cover it with something. This will prevent rain from washing all the nutrients from the compost into the ground, into the soil. You don't need much for it. As you can see, I just used 2 plastic bags and placed some wooden planks on them so the wind doesn't blow them off. And that's about it. The other thing is you should keep the compost out of the sun so it doesn't dry out, as it needs moisture for the all the, you know, bacteria and fungi to work through your compost and decompose it and so forth. This tool here is called grass slasher. It looks cool, and I should have some fun working with it, but it's still manual tool. It's nothing like streamer, you know, that you can go easily through a patch like this. This will take some time and strength, but at least it should be some fun. Okay, it's tough. It's not easy. Also, I think a lot of grass I'm just laying it down on the ground rather than cutting it. But that's all I have. So at least it should be a bit easier to dig this ground, dig it up once all the grass is on the ground. A bit of break. Okay, I was hoping that this bath can be removed easily, but I cannot even, it doesn't even budge. I think it's digged in into the soil quite firmly, and it has a lot of soil in it as well, so well, first we'll get rid of everything from inside, and then I will try my luck again. Alright, let's grab the shovel. So, removed most of the earth from the bath. What I've noticed here as well is we have plenty of these, so I need to dig out concrete slabs as well, and just realize that once this is done I will have to backfill this hole with the soil that I dig out, and I already moved this soil over there, so I will have to bring it back again, and yeah, didn't thought about it initially. Anyway, I'm still unable to get this path. I mean, it doesn't even budge, it doesn't even move 1 centimeter. So I thought I will dig out, trench around it, soften the edges, maybe then I will be able to get rid of it. Finally I made it. Okay, so bathroom is renovated. Okay, so I just realized something. I have this good soil, big trench, and I need to fill it in with soil. Now I don't want to waste all my soil to do that. And if you're interested in permaculture, they have idea of something called Hugo beds. And what it is basically that you fill in the hole with a bunch of wooden material, so you put the biggest bales at the bottom, and then you put smaller parts, and then you throw subsoil on the top. This might remove some nitrogen from the soil initially when the wooden parts are breaking off, but I will be adding fertilizer, so this should compensate for the loss of nutrients when the wooden parts will decompose. Anyway, it's going to be interesting to see, and I will be able to keep some of this good topsoil. So I use some, old content of the huge pots, branches that are underneath. Probably I should build a bigger pile, because it will initially be high, but then it will just collapse a bit. So I should definitely use a bit more material on that. Anyway, let's cover it up, and then I can move my bath somewhere else. Guys, we found some rose under the whole pile of stuff that was here, and I don't know if it's a coincidence, but it looks like it flowers. It flowers pretty nice, so it might be that it finally got some sun, but it's doing quite well. The other one though, the one that's mostly unattached from the root, is not doing that good, but I will give it some water today and we will see. Anyway, that's how it looks like right now, and I will be going home now, so see you in the next episode.